What is up, guys? It's your boy, No Risk, No Premium, back with another episode of the 2 Minute Drill Sunday Sermon. Kind of the same thing still. Basically, this 2 minute drill on Sundays can be seen as a Sunday sermon. It's gonna be a little bit longer, gonna go a little bit more in depth, a little bit higher time frame charts, what to look out for the entire week. Let's see on that macroeconomic data, and then get down to the nuts and bolts as far as what we're gonna want to play for tomorrow. But guys, look, whoops, wow, that zoomed out a ton. Okay, look, we are still, if you just really want to talk about a balance range, okay, I mean, really just looking here, looking here how big this level is, right? How much, volume has been traded in this area is a ton still. We've really been trading for, since June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. We've been trading here for quite some time now. Okay, so don't forget that we are just drifting sideways. Look, we had a look below, but we jumped out of that low really quickly, right? So on the monthly time frame, just look. To me, I was anticipating we could possibly get the last time we came up here above 410, 412. We had a huge wick up on this monthly candle here back to August, right? Then we had a very similar candle starting out how this one started out here, right? Kind of came up, went up to that previous month open area. Okay, and then ended up falling down. Now we do have month end and it's quarter end coming this week. I'm not telling you we crater. I'm just saying we have some similarities from some price action here of what happened, right? When we had a monthly candle, open, reject this 20 MA on the monthly, okay, and come back down and close, right? So do we get a possible full body to follow through back down? Now, I'm not saying we're going to go to 368 or all the way down here. I mean, that's a huge fall. We ended up closing Friday's action. Okay, where? End up, 395. Okay, let's talk about Friday's action real quick, then we'll talk about what's going to go on this week. Friday's action was a slow, methodical, ugly trend day up. It would have really messed you up, okay, if you fought this trend. Okay, because in the morning, they tried to drop us twice. It never went through, and we ended up trending up the rest of the day. Now, is this a bull? If you're looking at a green bar on Friday, right? You're like, oh, this is kind of bullish. There's decent volume. What I wasn't in love with was an increasing stonk on a decreasing volume. You see that, right? So I think this structure is thin. It's weak. It's likely we can go down and test back down to the 391, 392 area just because I see of this decreasing volume. Looking on the daily, though, still decent volume, right? This yellow line you see going through the volume, that's the 50-day moving average of just the volume. Okay, and it's closed above it. Okay, these last 2 days, and about over 100 million each time. Okay, so not bad on the volume. It's not these candles we're at pushing 150, 180, 200 million per day. Okay, but not like non-existent. So something just to keep in mind. You could see here though, right? This would be a bullish engulfing as far as engulfing the body of this candle. Okay, not an outside day, but just an engulfing because the body opened lower and closed higher than the previous open and close. Okay, so what does that mean? Does that mean we go get a test for our infamous level here at where? Where is that big level we kept on talking about? Kind of zoom back here a little bit. We said 399, 400 in here, and then also 401 to 402. Huge levels. Well, we spent a whole week underneath that huge supply level. We went into it on the FOMC, came down, went up and kissed the area where we got Wiki up here and dropped. And now we're right back up here, right, to a 396.50 level, which has been big all week. It was basically this high here, this support, okay, then we sliced through it twice. Now we're right back at it. So what happens this week? Don't know. We have quarter end. That's all I know. What else is coming out this week? Okay, Monday, we have a Fed president speaking, okay, but that's late in the day. Not during market hours, but you'll want to pay attention. Maybe if you're a futures trader, you want to know that somebody is opening up their big fat mouth and can ruin fucking everything. Okay. We obviously know Powell holds the most power when he talks as far as influence on the market. But whenever these other knuckleheads, like maybe even a Yellen, a Bullard, a Michael Barr, which comes out Wednesday, some of these other Kashkari, some of these other Fed presidents, when they speak, they could say things that could trigger the market to go up and down. But coming Tuesday, Case-Shiller home price index, which will be important because the real estate market is a huge portion of our economy. So it's important anytime we have any market related data as far as, consumer spending, what are rates doing, what is the real estate market doing. So I personally will be paying attention here. We'll have advanced wholesale and retail inventories, balance trading goods. That's all comes out pre-market Tuesday. So expect a little bit of movement there. I don't think enough to put us up or down 100 handles on ES, but nonetheless, you'll want to know that that's coming out. Home price index will be interesting. And then we have Fed Bar testifies to Senate. Powell mentioned this in the FOMC notes or FOMC Q&A. He said, I cannot speak for Barr because he oversees the banks, but he will be testifying. He basically said he was kind of trying to confirm everything's going to be fine, but I'm not going to speak for him. So it'll be very interesting to know that if Michael Barr testifies about the banks, and we just had runs on some smaller banks, some regional banks, we had two or three banks, collapse. We had other banks that had huge contagion factors to them, which we still don't think have been resolved because we still hiked rates 0.25 basis points next week. Now, I don't think that'll crater banks, but if banks are underwater on a lot of these, with high ass rates, right, because of however they have their treasuries or their bond portfolios, and they're not able to give out high, rates to people about how they make money, right? Borrowing from them, they make money on the interest, right? Having large deposits in that they could, turn around and arbitrage your money out to make money. I mean, that's how the banks work, right? But nonetheless, we need to know the health of the banks. Okay. 2008, the bank's no good, economy no good. Okay. So if he's going to be talking for 2 days, we might as well be paying attention. He speaks in the morning. So he goes to the Senate on Tuesday, goes to the House on Wednesday. It'll be important to understand when he's speaking, dissect what he's saying. I imagine that the what they've been saying, the narrative they're telling is the banks are strong and resilient. Resilient. What the fuck does resilient mean in banks? You're either a strong, good bank or you're not. It's very simple. They're resilient, right? Does resiliency come after harsh conditions or bad decisions that you get to conquer and be on top? I don't know. I'm looking too far into it, but I just think this narrative is all pretty funny. They're strong and resilient. Shut the fuck up. Look, are you guys good or not? Your Fed discount window got fucking slammed, the highest ever in the last 20 years, higher than 2008, higher than the COVID crash. Banks were freaking the fuck out. Okay, they were freaking the fuck out. The discount window tells it all. The numbers don't fucking lie. Tell whatever narrative you want, the numbers don't lie. Okay, so it'll be interesting to see what he has to say. Now, you can agree with him or you cannot, and it doesn't matter what the fuck he has to say. It just matters how the market reacts to what he says. Again, we're traders and reactors, not predictors, not fortune tellers, not future tellers, not anything. Okay, so look, the Fed hiked rates. They didn't cut rates. The market should be down at fucking zero, but it's not. Okay, matter of fact, it's only a few points underneath where Powell almost wrecked the market. The day after Powell, we were right back up. Okay, so there you go. Okay, GDP will be important Thursday. Initial jobless claims. Why is jobless claims important? Anything that has to do with price and jobs. Market or the Fed looks at anything that has to do with price, PCE, or excuse me, CPI, PCE, CPI, PPI, PCE. Thank you. Okay, and then obviously jobless claims, they look at the jobs market, is how they can assess their toolbox. Okay, on to jobless claims is Thursday. It'll be interesting. We know Collins is speaking, so any Fed president that comes on, you better know. You're going to have some headline bombs coming through, so be ready for them. Friday, huge day with PCE and actual consumer spending, consumer income, okay, and consumer sentiment. Those are three huge data points I'll be waiting for, plus PCE. Okay, will be important. So still no FOMCs, no CPIs, no PPIs, no actual Powell, but still a big loaded week in conjunction with quarter end. Okay, so it's still going to be crazy, choppy, messy. Be ready for it. Have your levels marked. Be ready to react to them. That's all I could ask you to do. That's all you should ask yourself to do. Do not be a predictor. Okay, do not be a predictor. All right. Onto the charts, though. Onto the charts. Start by zooming out. We started with it. I got off track here, no problem. Okay, monthly chart is this. Underneath the 20 MA on the monthly, close just underneath the 5, still above the 50. And a little sandwich. We've been talking about it all last week, last few months we've been in this range. A lot of confluence here in this range that we're starting to really establish now and sit in. You can see it on the monthly in between the 50, the 20, and still below the 5. Even if you went to the weekly chart, went to the weekly charts right here. Sorry. You could still see that we're showing exhaustions by the buyers because we have wicks to the top or shadows to the top. Underneath the 50, underneath the 20, still on the weekly here. Okay. But above the 200. And so you see we have more confluence in here. Go to the daily charts, almost the same thing. Okay. We're just above the 200. We're pretty much at the 20 below the 50. You see how it's all getting fucking messy in there. You got the 8 and 21 EMAs, yellow solid, red solid. You can see we're closing right in between them as well, just above that. So it's getting messy. It's getting tight. It's going to happen. There's going to be a break, but we don't know when that's going to be. And accept that. Just accept that. Just play what the market gives you. Okay? Just play what the market gives you. Okay, let's go to like a 4-hour chart. This would be good to see here. Whoa. Remember the box? Remember the box. I got it already set up. Boom. Remember the box we drew? We've been drawing. Boom. Okay. We have balance. Okay. A little look below and get back above. A little peek above and get back below. Then we went up. Then we went down. We went up. Then we went down. Okay. So we have gone out of this range, but we're not quite breaking out yet. Matter of fact, okay, whoa, that's not what I want to do. Sorry. Rectangle 30, yeah. Get rid of that. Okay. When matter of fact, let's zoom down to the 1 hour because this is starting to look a little bit cleaner. It almost looks like we're going to have something like this going on, right? I mean, you can draw it wherever you want. Like you see this flag is kind of forming here. It's a flag, it's a channel, whatever. Okay, but it's pretty much being very respective of this channel area. Okay, so we know how big this 399,400 is. Okay, so for me for tomorrow, depending how the futures market treats us, I personally did. Whoa. Check, check, check. Mic check, mic check. I think we're good. Okay, sorry. Whenever I hit this thing's sensitive, I barely touch it, it gets loose. Anyway, hopefully you can hear me. I'm pretty sure you can change the headphones too. Sure, now be used. Yeah, okay, I think we're good. I think we'll be good. Headphones, microphone, headphones. Hopefully it's good. I'll wrap it up here soon. If it's not, I don't want to have to redo this. Anyway, so look, this level here at 399,400, I think that's a huge reject level. Starts at about 398.50, but makes its way up to 400. Have to be a trader up there. 396.50 still a decent level, so you'll want to watch for a reaction in there. But I think tomorrow, like I said, I haven't seen any huge headline bombs come out over the weekend. Any doom and gloom. Haven't really seen I know there's a bull case for it, but I'm not seeing anything overly bull. I thought it was a neutral weekend. Who knows, though? Futures open up here in an hour and 30 minutes, 33 minutes. Okay, so it's 3 p.m. my time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard. So let's see. We'll have a better understanding. But I think your game plan, you could be safe for tomorrow. Okay, you can be safe for tomorrow if you just say, hey. If you say, hey, I'm going to be looking at where? Okay, 393.50, 393, 393.50. We know that was like that 200-day moving average. It's still been a huge level for us. Okay, I would look to see if we have a reaction, maybe a bounce down there, but I'd want to see, do we maybe get a reaction to have a reject, okay, off of this 399,400. Now, if break above this level and hold, okay, like a break above and hold will be incredibly bullish. Okay, you could see on this 1 hour, we never had a true break above and hold. This was the FOMC day here. Okay, we ran up to FOMC. We held it in the pre-market, and then we kind of never got through it on a body close. Okay, and we sold twice. We sold decent. First one, we dropped to 92, 392. That's 8 points, 10 points from the high. Okay, this one we sold 8 points down. Okay, so if we went up there again, I think it would produce at least enough for a reject for us to have the great R&R to take a reject off that level. Now a break and hold above that level. Okay, you'll want to see a strong. I like to do 3 5-minute candles, maybe a 15-minute close above it, 2 15-minute close to know, okay, look, this is holding. Then you want to get long. If it's a trend day up, that's great. Don't fight the trend. Okay, don't fight the trend. Even on Friday, if we didn't get through this 399, 389.50, which we know has been a decent level, okay, we got through in hell. So even later in the day, you could have taken the call side and rode the trend up on Friday. Okay, guys. So look, let's really just zoom out here and go to like a weekly chart so I can help give some macro levels. You know what our trade plan is for tomorrow. Okay, we're going to look at 396.50 above, 399.400 above there, below 393.50, below that 389.50 to 390. You're going to want to watch for confirmations of holding, bounces of support or rejects, okay, of at resistances. Break and hold, obviously, look for the back test. Okay, as far as this week though, weekly 200 MA. Last time we got down there, it's this teal line here. Last time we got down there, we bounced off it very nicely, trended up. Okay, now are we making a lower high over here? Are we making a lower high from up here? On this weekly chart, yes, it's still a nice lower high. Okay, as some people argue, look, is this a left shoulder, head, maybe a right shoulder forming? Like, do we try some look above and fails at that 399, 400, maybe 402 area? It's possible. It's possible. We'll have to just see. We'll have to see how the market wants to react here. But I think we're still underneath the 20 MA, close under the 20 MA on the weekly, still underneath the 50 MA, okay, on the weekly. Okay. Do they cross back up? It's possible, but I do think that maybe this 200 MA gets tested again. So if we break last week's low, okay, 2 weeks ago low, excuse me, 380, you are going to target between 368 and 374, which is this 200 MA on the weekly. Monthly chart, what's also down there with some confluence? Where's the monthly? There it is. Okay, this purple dotted line is the weekly 50. So when we bounced off the weekly 200, I'm sorry, I misspoke. This is the monthly 50. Last time we got down here, though, we bounced off the weekly 200, and this is also now the monthly 50 we bounced off of. So if we do decide to get a full body down to close, 366. So these numbers will all update on Monday. 366 is the monthly 50. 368. I'm sorry, 372 off the top of my head. 372 right here is this weekly 200. So we have the monthly 50 and the weekly 200 below. I think those are bounce areas. So we got 366 to 372. Good thing is we've got a level at 368. We've got a huge level at 374. So you're going to want to look in those areas for us to possibly finish the week out or the month out if we get down there. However, to the upside, monthly 20 is still a huge level above. It's that green solid line. Is back to the monthly chart here. Look, we know this 412 is huge. We know the monthly 20, once we got underneath it, the green dotted, once we got underneath it, we never got back above. So anywhere from 412 to 415 above, if we get froggy, but we have to get through that 408. So you're going to look at 408, 412, 417, 18, and then above there are some gaps to fill above. Okay, so macro sense is if we want to finish the month off, it could be at 408. If we want to finish the month off, it could also be at 380. Let's see. What does this candle do? Right now, it's telling us it's indecisive. It's a doji. Does it have a full body down? Does it have a full body up? Does it have a red candle down or a green body up? No idea. We'll have to wait and see. Does it close just like this and just really give everybody a run for their money? I have no idea. Okay, I have no idea. But looking at this weekly chart here, we have some wicks to the top showing, right? Showing what? Showing buyer exhaustion. We have a confluence, and a confluence, think about it as a clusterfuck of shit going on in here. 5 MA, 20 MA, 50 MA, 8 EMA, 21 EMA. I mean, they're all right here. Everything's right here. It's all screwed up. So the overnight action in the futures will be telling. Let's see what happens. Okay, as far as tomorrow is concerned, big levels I'm going to be looking at. 396.50, 399, 400. Downside levels underneath 396, 393.50, 389.50, 90, right? 390, 390, 389.50 to 390. Okay, and below there, you'll target the bottom of that range, 383.50, and then 380 below there. Okay, if we get above 402, right, this huge high, maybe just even over the FOMC high, you will target 404.50, and then you will target 408 above there. All right, guys, that's it. That's all I got. Hope you had a great weekend. Okay, hope you got away from the screens. I hope you had some fun, but I hope you wake up early tomorrow. Hope you get your lows right, and I hope you don't do anything fucking stupid. See you bright and early.